From the Fight Now TV studio, it's time for your news hits.
What's up, fight fans? I'm Bridget Trung, right to the ring for more talk surrounding a huge fight for November. Well, in case you missed it, Manny Pacquiao has agreed to collide with Brandon Bam Bam Rios. The bout will go down November 23rd in Macau, China. Interesting selection for Team Pacquiao, who are now on a collision course with a dangerous brawler. For more on this bout and what it means for Pacquiao, here's Fight Now TV's boxing analyst, James Smith.
For both Manny Pacquiao and Brandon Rios, this is a dangerous fight. Both guys coming off losses. But for the fans, it does not get any better than these two fighters. Both fighters bring it. Manny, obviously the better fighter, but Rios, a real tough customer. And from the beginning to the end and all throughout, however many rounds it goes, it will be a thrilling fight. And I give both fighters credit for stepping up to the plate after coming off losses to face each other.
And this fight will be about much more than that. Pacquiao's trainer, Freddie Roach, is hoping to seek revenge. It all stems from an incident that took place prior to Pac's 2010 bout against Antonio Margarito. A video surfaced online that showed Margarito and Rios mocking Roach, who has Parkinson's disease. To Roach, this fight is all about payback. Said Roach, "They were trying to get under my skin. They can do all the shaking they want. This fight is all about payback for me. I can't wait for the fight. It's the fight I wanted for Manny." Well, that's the bout Roach wanted. A rematch against Juan Manuel Marquez and Tim Bradley was believed to be a top priority. Pacquiao's advisor Michael Cox revealing Marquez was offered $13 million, while Bradley was thrown $6 million to face Pacquiao. Well, they obviously turned that down, but we'll meet each other September 14th in Las Vegas. The bouts between Lucien Butte and Jean Pascal is being put on hold. According to promoter Yvonne Michel, Butte has injured his left hand and is expected to have surgery this Thursday. The bout will be postponed to an undetermined date. Now, the fight was supposed to take place on May 25th in Montreal, Canada. Moving up in the heavyweight division, British promoter Frank Warren made an offer to Golden Boy Promotions to have Derek Chisora fight Deontay Wilder in the UK. Richard Schaefer has responded by saying thanks, but no thanks. Schaefer is hoping to match Wilder up against younger competition for his return to the ring. Wilder most recently knocked out Audley Harrison to improve his record to 28-0 with 28 knockouts. Well, Tyrone Spong has found a new stomping ground less than 1 week after withdrawing from World Series of Fighting 3 due to visa issues. The King of the Ring will compete in Glory 9's one-night single-elimination light heavyweight kickboxing tournament on June 22nd at Hammerstein Ballroom in New York. Now, the winner of that tournament takes home $200,000. Well, the UFC has fined middleweight champ Anderson Silva 50,000 big ones. The Spider is skipping out on a planned UFC 162 media event in Los Angeles to fly home to Brazil instead. The media session would have coincided with this week's ticket on sale date for the July 6th event. President Dana White acknowledges the 38-year-old's disdain for the media, but says it's part of the job whether you like it or not. Silva meets Chris Weidman in July, but the next 185-pound challenger could emerge from the FX8 headliner. Luke Rockhold makes his UFC debut against the legend Vitor Belfort. Big debut, but the Strikeforce middleweight champ is sounding up to the challenge.
I feel this is my time, and it's going to be a changing of the guards. I'm going to come in there, and I'm going to handle my business. I definitely want to keep it exciting, and I want to keep it, high-paced, and keep a lot of pressure on Vitor. I feel like I can beat him anywhere, and I have to employ my range, my kickboxing. I'm not going to just straight box with Vitor. That'd be stupid. If it goes to the ground, it's I think it's my world. I don't believe it's his. I know he's a long-time black belt, but black belt doesn't mean to me, really.
And finally, the UFC continues to drop the axe on their roster of fighters, eliminating two notable featherweights, one of which being Canadian fighter Antonio Carvalho. Joining Carvalho is Pablo the Scarecrow Garza, the 29-year-old taking to Twitter to announce his release, which comes just 1 month after submission defeat from Diego Brandao at UFC on Field TV 9. Garza walks away with 3 wins and 3 losses under the UFC banner. And that does it for this edition of News Hits. UFC Africa 19 is coming up next, as are every night a different feature. And don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook, or check us out 24/7 on FightNow.com for all the late-breaking news in combat sports. Thanks for watching.
It is punk ass.
And Skyscraper from Tap Out.
And you're watching Fight Now TV.
Yeah, punk ass.